Just Dessert Friday, and so I'm gonna make just dessert. Lemon meringue pie, and I'm sure you saw that it was this week. I gave you a choice of lemon meringue pie, or lemon meringue pie, and I was pretty surprised when lemon meringue pie won. Actually, I did that because my sister-in-law Shar, it is her birthday coming up, and her favorite is lemon meringue pie. So I thought I would make that. So hi Shar, happy birthday. Hi Doug. Hope you guys are having a good night. Hello folks. Have we got anyone in the room, Miss Olga?
We have Eli.
Hi Eli.
And the Dad Cave.
Dad Cave. Woo! Jared, it's been a minute, hasn't it? You know, I have a question for you, but I'm going to send you that question via email. It has to do with your laser thing. But anyway, so I'm glad you're here. So, like I said, this week it was lemon meringue pie. So I'm going to get started like right now and make the crust. I'm going to make this slightly different in the fact that I'm not going to use a typical meringue, like most meringues. I'm going to make a Swiss meringue. Swiss meringues don't need to be baked, so if I can help not having a hot oven for more than to bake the crust, it's okay with me. So let me see here, refer to my notes. I got my book out here.
Dad Cave says it's been a minute. I'm at work. Don't tell my boss I'm watching.
I promise. I promise I won't tell. You promise you won't tell. And I promise I won't tell. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right. There's some flour for the crust. A little bit of salt, and it's half a teaspoon. I'm just gonna palm it. Half a teaspoon of salt. I like to use lard. Other folks use butter or shortening. I like to use lard. So lard. I guess I could use the cups I actually got out, huh? What do you think of that? Bright idea, guy.
Eli said it's 110 there today.
Dang. That's hot. It was, I mean, I guess for you it wouldn't be that hot, but for us it was pretty hot here today, especially for this time of year. It was in the 80s today. I know that's a cold front for you there, Eli, but for us folks, it's a regular heat wave. All right, let me get this shortening out of the cup here.
Ronald's here. Happy Friday.
Who's here?
Ronald.
Hi, Ronald. Happy Friday. All right, I'm going to pulse this out, so if you've got headsets on, beware. You might want to slip them off your ears or turn it down. Here we go. That's not going to be it. Sorry. I'll be having to do it again. That's just the way that cookie's going to crumble.
Eli said another heat wave around 115 tomorrow. Might be the 1st of October we reach 110.
Wow. That's hot.
Lisa's here.
Hey,
Wild
Lisa.
Man.
Wild man. Hey, guys. All right.
How are you doing?
Headset warnings. I'm sorry, what?
She says, how are you doing?
Doing all right. Hang on. Sorry. know it's loud. Gosh. I think I'm good. Alright, sorry about all the noise there, folks. What can I do? Alright, I got a thingy here.
Natalie's here. Good evening, everyone.
Hello, Natalie. Even though it is just desserts, help yourself. All right. I'm just going to kind of pack this down so I can get it out in a clump.
Eli says 7 months of summer is too much.
Well, yeah, if you're living in Arizona, I guess it is. Here, 7 is like a treat. Okay. Because it's fixing to get cold.
Yep.
We'll see how cold it gets. Some years, it's kind of funny, it won't get very cold, and it won't snow a whole lot. Other years, it snows a lot, but it's still not very cold. And other years, we get a lot of cold, but no snow. It's very odd. Sometimes we get both, a lot of snow and a lot of cold. By cold, I mean like below 0 temperatures.
Carol's here.
Hi, Carol. Thank you for the treat a little earlier.
Yeah. Yummy.
Appreciate that. All right. Good deal. Just trying to get this so it's going to hold together at least a little bit. So far, so good. All right. Forgot my rolling pin, so I'll hobble across the floor again. I'm getting used to it. All right.
Lisa said Wild Man just got done making peanut butter cookies.
All right. I like peanut butter cookies. In fact, there's not many cookies that I don't like. If I just put my brain to it. I don't want it sticking.
Natalie says, well, it's very windy and starting to rain a little bit here in central Illinois. I think we're getting the aftermath of the hurricane.
Ah, yeah, that could be. Bring a lot of rain inland with it.
Yeah. Carol said, thank you for the green chili. So yummy.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. We had we being the cast of the shadow cast for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, we had a potluck dinner last night. Was it last night? Night before. Yeah, Wednesday night. And I brought a pot of green chili. It was delicious. So we had more last night.
Yep. Dad Caves. Oh, Ralph is here.
Hey, Ralph. Happy Saturday to you.
The Dad Cave said the lard really holds that dough together well.
It does, but it also, I like the texture. It gives the crust kind of a sandy sort of texture, almost like you're eating a shortbread. Okay. And let's hopefully get it off here without ripping it in a bunch of pieces. Hey, not too bad. Now the question is, did I roll it big enough? Well, let's find out. Big enough for this one. I've got a set of pie pans that a friend gifted us that, let me just show you. Okay, this is a regular 9-inch deep dish pan, and this one swallows it. If it gives you any idea, it's about at least a third bigger than most pie dishes. It's huge.
Lisa says it's wet and windy here in Akron.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, probably from that same hurricane that Natalie's going.
Probably.
Natalie says, how's the leg feeling?
It's the same. Had an MRI done on Tuesday, and my doctor found out yesterday that he sent the images to a orthopedic surgeon. He'll look at them. When, I don't know. I'm hoping that they'll call me for an appointment like Monday. I was hoping they would call me today, but so we'll see. It's definitely not getting any better. If anything, it's progressively getting worse and worse. So
Drake says, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday.
well, man, we got all these guys from the future. You should know that this pie turns out delicious.
Eli says, some egg rolls sound good about right now.
Egg rolls are good, depending on what kind. I'm not real big on like the seafood ones, so like shrimp egg rolls.
And then he's got like a clock and a surfer guy or something.
Huh?
Then he's got like a clock and a surfer guy or something.
All right, I'm trying to make this crust a little bit presentable. It's a tad bit drier than I normally use. I keep like my crust just a little more moist, but hey, this seems to be working all right. But it is a little dry. It's all right. You don't want a tough crust for your pie anyway. Yo, come over here. I'll bust your kneecaps. I put in some mighty tough crusts.
Carol said my family in Florida and my daughter's yacht made it. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cousin lives up there too, and she said that her house made it okay too.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yep. And Greg says, oh, probably nice.
So, for those of you that are interested, coming up this, I think, sometime next week, we will be recording the Halloween special for the George and Pudgy show. And then hopefully I can get everybody together again, maybe very late in October or early November to do a Thanksgiving episode as well. So just keep that in mind. Ooh, so what am I going to do first? I guess I'll get the filling rocking here.
Carol said her family is in St. Petersburg. Mine is up in the Panama City.
I thought St. Petersburg was in Russia. What do I know? Okay.
Can't wait for, Eli says, can't wait for some Hell Witch.
Hell Witch. I am not looking forward to it at all. For those of you that may not know or whatever, but Crazy Food Crew, since they won the last challenge, they decided to put what they were going to do up for a vote. And so if you haven't voted either on my channel, on Crazy Food Crew channel, or Destined Goblins channel, or Sean and the Pack, go to all three of them, all four of them. There's four of us this time, and vote for what we're going to have. Now, the Hell Witch. I almost hate to say it. I really don't want it to win. Horseradish. Let's see. Miss Olga, can you bring that up? Is that what you're doing?
No, but I can.
Would you?
I was gonna put all their.
Put their channels up?
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Let me see if I can remember what goes in the Hell Witch. Horseradish sauce, goat cheese.
He's trying to speak quiet.
Yeah, tuna fish, and I can't remember what else. I don't know. If one of you want to go to my homepage and take a look, you could, maybe just copy and paste it to the chat here. But
who doesn't know that we have
so there's the Hell Witch, which and after we eat the sandwich, there's a shot of hot pepper juice from a bottle of like banana peppers or something. All right. Then we got a little bit of zest to go in it. I need a half a cup of juice. So if I don't quite get enough out of these 3 lemons, I got a little bit of the other lemon juice. All right. Let's get some squeezing done here. My little juicer. Into my strainer here so I catch all the seeds. Oh, okay, so we'll get to the Hell Witch as far as the rest of the ingredients. Yeah, but the other challenge that's on the vote is an Oreo dunk, where I'm not even sure on the amount of cookies, but Oreo cookies dipped in different sauces like soy sauce or barbecue sauce or things like that. So and I'm not really sure that would be a whole lot better than the sandwich, but and
every time I copy this and paste it, it wants to put in crazy food crews, and it's like, well, but that's not who I've got. Showing the cap is what I was trying to do.
Yeah, that's
It did it for me.
Okay, good deal.
And Eli said horseradish, goat cheese, and some roast beef with bacon. Excellent sandwich.
Yeah, well, that's not what we're making, though.
Oh, I know.
Well, I'm just telling Eli that that's not what we're making. I can do without the horseradish. I really do not like. I don't like the flavor of horseradish at all. I don't like even regular little radishes that people have with have with their salad or whatever. No, thank you. All right. Okay, get this juice strained off here.
So it will be horseradish, goat cheese, chicken liver, tuna fish sandwich with a shot of hot banana pepper juice.
Chicken liver. A chicken liver tuna sandwich.
With horseradish and
With horseradish and blue cheese?
goat cheese.
Goat cheese. Mmm. I don't mind goat cheese because you can make goat cheese taste like any other cheese. Pretty much. But the horseradish I don't think I'm going to enjoy much.
Ralph said today is the closing day of the last shop in our city that will develop camera film. A bit of a shame as I have some film to develop, but I forgot about closing, and he said it's too late now.
Uh-oh.
That's unfortunate.
Well, I guess next time you make travels to another city, try and remember. You know, I don't know if it's the last one that you guys have at all. I mean, I know I haven't seen a regular film processing place for a long time. I know they probably still have them. But
Probably. We have film that needs to be developed, actually.
yeah, it's only been sitting around for like
30 years.
30 years. Surprised I'm still lugging them around. There's probably, I don't know, 15 or 20 rolls of film.
Maybe.
Oh well. So I'm going to just kind of dice this zest up a little bit here. I don't want to put it in with great big slices, yeah? Just a little bit. I'm going to put some in the mix itself. And some for a garnish on the top of the meringue. Okay. I gotta do something here.
Yeah.
I need to get this pie crust baked. And poke some holes so it doesn't explode up on me. Ooh. And around. There's also, you could also like light it with foil, put some beans or something in it, but or rice. But it should be okay. I'm not worried about it shrinking too much. Now that I'm done with the flour, I'm just gonna kind of get it out of my way. Boom! All right, Mrs. Old Guy will be back in a minute. Okay, so there's time to pull out my notes here, guys. All right. A little sidetracked. Haven't been sleeping very well because of this stupid knee, so I'm a little loopy. Cup and a half of sugar. Here's a cup and a half. Oh, I do need that still yet for things later.
Eli asked if there was an Arby's down under, and Greg says not in Sydney, one in Victoria. And then Eli says, I love Arby's horsey sauce.
Ugh. No horsey sauce for me.
And Carol says Walmart and Walgreens still develop film.
Okay.
And Eli said Polaroids made a comeback.
They did for a while. I don't know if they still are around. I haven't seen them, but I tell you what, they're a lot more expensive than they were. That's for sure. I can remember the old commercials for the Polaroid cameras for $19.95.
Yep, you won't get one for that price now.
No. And you're not going to get the film for that price either.
No.
All right, let me put a couple of things away here. Neglected to get a whisk.
Uh-oh.
I was trying to save myself a bunch of unnecessary walking around. Sorry, I gotta give it just a second.
lemons are kind of like a drugstore, I guess.
Well, yeah, they're a drugstore, but they also sell.
A lot of other things.
Well, yeah, but things like stationery and light bulbs and general household kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Some are bigger than others, so some carry more stuff than others. Okay.
Steve Russell's here.
Well, Mr. Russell, how are you, sir? Welcome, welcome. Half a cup of the lemon juice. Let's see how close I came here.
He says, "What happened? Are you okay?"
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to answer you. I've got a third cup of water here. I'm going to put it in my pan here to make a simple syrup. But that's for a little while from now, but I just want to use this cup. Get my half a cup measurement here. So what happened to my back in June? I tripped and fell, and when I fell pretty flat, but I hit my knee really hard, and I damaged it. To what extent, I don't know, because it's only been getting worse. So, boy, just under a half a cup. Gonna need like a tablespoon or two. Let's see here. Not a lot. Perfect. Okay.
So he's waiting to get in and see the surgeon to see what he wants to do.
Yep. We'll see what happens, if it's gonna need surgery or what. My guess is it's going to, because there's been zero improvement. I'll get this out of my way too. I need to think about what I'm doing here. It'd be easier just to use this cup and get the amount that I need rather than walking back and forth with that little.
Adventures from Goat. I think his name is Jeff.
Jeff, how's it going, Jeff?
He says, "Hello, everyone from Pikes Peak, Colorado."
Nice. Pikes Peak is a cool area, the springs and whatnot. All right.
He says, "Sorry to hear that."
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty sure it's a torn meniscus. Time will tell. Okay, so a cup and a half of water, half a cup of the mostly fresh lemons, lemon juice, and zest. I don't know. It was probably two teaspoons, maybe closer to 3 teaspoons, but around there. Now we're just gonna let this thicken up while that's starting.
Ralph, it's not a weed store. It's like for prescriptions from doctors and that kind of a drugstore.
Okay. All right, I'm going to separate some eggs here.
Chuck's Feud Reviews here.
Hey, Chuck. It's been a while, bud. How you doing? I hope things are well. I'm just going to separate some eggs here. Part of them are going to go into the lemon meringue filling. And the egg whites is going to go into a Swiss meringue. So, and the difference between the Swiss meringue and the classic meringue like we would use is that you make it with a hot, simple syrup. And as you add the syrup and it whips in, it cooks the egg whites. So it's it just saves from having to bake it. Come on. Let's go here.
Yes, Ralph. He says, oh, like a chemist, that makes sense.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, you probably have a different term for them there. Absolutely. All right. So I need 3 of these yolks for the filling. Come on. And I need 4 yolks, 4 whites to. Come on. Need 4 egg whites to make the meringue, so I'll have an extra yolk somewhere. Okay, just want to make sure I don't get no yolk into the egg white. If you've ever tried to whip egg whites, you know that even just a tiny speck of yolk, and you might as well just get new egg whites.
Yeah. Eli says chemists here are in an RV in the desert.
Eli.
You're dripping that everywhere.
Okay, well, I don't mean to. I'll drip it over here. You can sit right there and I'll give it to Polly.
Jeff said for soup of the day at the restaurant, I made potato, chicken, and smoked bacon soup. What was it?
Oh, that sounds delicious. I'm a huge fan of potato soup. Mrs. Old Guy too, but unfortunately, since she can't eat them anymore, it's a treat that she doesn't get to have anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I absolutely love potato soup, all kinds. Potato leek, potatoes like you made. Just if it's tater soup, I'm probably gonna like it. Unless you're putting some like really absurd seasonings that don't make sense, but okay. So let that filling continue to get hot. Get this egg yolk beat up a little bit. That this filling is going to be angry, so I have to temper it. Okay, that was dumb. I suppose I could turn it up a little bit more now that I've got it in front of me and I can pay attention to it and not do other stuff. I didn't bother to set a timer for the pie crust.
Eli said potato beer cheese soup with a pretzel bun.
Well, that sounds good. I always would put a fair amount of bacon in my potato soup.
Yeah.
Like I would just cook up a package. And
Jeff says I have a Brazilian fish stew on the menu, but I call it a 5-pound halibut. But it calls for a 5-pound halibut and 5 pounds of shrimp, kind of expensive.
dang, I guess. Yeah, it'd probably be a pretty expensive plate to order. I know everything. I mean, even just to go out and get some biscuits and gravy at a place is going to cost you $10.
Yeah.
No, I didn't leave it out. Yay. All right. I want to get this sugar. Come on. Gonna be that way, are ya? All right. Just wanted here for when I get ready to make that syrup. I don't want to make it too soon. It still needs to be really hot when I start to drizzle it into the egg white, because that's what's gonna cook it. So.
Eli says bacon is the hardest thing for me to cook with. It keeps disappearing somehow.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, huh?
Carol said mine too.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's always that way. Like, I've had people say, well, if there's any leftover bacon, there's never any leftover bacon. It just hasn't been eaten yet.
Yeah.
That's all. Means I just didn't get to it.
Jeff says, Eli, I know where to get bacon seeds.
Bacon seeds, yum. I know somebody that's got bacon seeds,
Yep.
but they want way too much for them. So, and it costs a lot to raise bacon seeds. Takes a fair amount of room and it stinks some too. So, I just get my bacon already harvested. Well, we're starting to get some action here now.
Eli says he needs a crate of bacon seeds.
A crate? Yeah. Oh yeah, there once was a time when I would easily just, snack a whole package of bacon. I think I said it before. I'd cook it up and eat it like popcorn watching a movie.
Yep. A lot. He used to do that.
Yep. Not anymore.
Jeff says, LOL, harvest their farts to fill your stove, LOL.
Yeah.
And Eli's, could you imagine if bacon grew on trees?
Well, it'd be hard to get it. Everything would be out to eat it. The birds, the bears, me. Even little Bambis running down the forest will stop and eat the bacon trees. Oh. Come on, hurry up and boil, will you? This is not comfortable standing like this.
Jeff put a whole bunch of bacon, strips of bacon.
Yes. Finally starting to get some boiling here.
Bacon in a tree.
Bacon trees.
Eli says bacon wrapped potatoes are fantastic.
There's not too many things that I've had with bacon that I didn't like, so. I think I'm gonna call that good, if I can remember where all my holders are. They've been scattered around here lately, just like my brain. Okay.
Sure message, not seeing any of the stove or table on the string.
She what?
They can't see the stove or hardly any of the table on the string.
Well, yeah, that's probably because.
Oh, that's too much, I think.
Well, I'll see what we can do about that real quick, Shar. Hang on a minute. Let me get this.
You just need to pull the table to.
Okay. And I can now that I've got the oven off. How's that?
Better.
Okay. So, let me get this tempered in. Ooh. Nice, nice. Ah, still need this. Quickly give that a wipe.
Eli says a few more days till Pop's off countdown.
It is coming. There's no telling what that crazy clown's gonna do. Okay, give this roughly that minute or so. Since it's not going back into the oven, let's make sure that that yolk is fully cooked. It probably is by now, but I'm going to give it just another few seconds. Tiring. I'm running out of gas here. All right.
Jeff says I have a chamoy pickle, and I'm going to be doing a few reviews on it soon.
Nice. Well, I'll have to watch for it. Definitely. Chamoy pickle. I don't think I've ever had one.
I've heard of it.
All right. Let me see if it tastes like lemon. Tastes exactly like lemon. How about that? Sorry guys, it's going to take just a second here. Get some water in that pan. I know what it's like trying to clean them out afterwards. All right. On to the new thing here. Let's get this simple syrup going here. Like I said, it's a third cup of water, cup of sugar,
Got it, Eli.
cup sugar. Okay. So it's going to be about 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready. All I'm going to do is pour those egg whites into my whipper bowl here. Into the whipper bowl. I do believe, is this the sugar? I'm done with that now. Get stuff put away.
Eli suggested a dessert.
Okay.
Chocolate peanut butter cupcakes.
Chocolate peanut butter cupcakes. That sounds good. That sounds really good. I like all of those things. Chocolate, peanut butter, and cupcakes.
Yep.
Alright. So I'm gonna let this go for, I don't know, 7 minutes or 8 roughly. Till it starts coming up to temperature. Then I'll hit those egg whites for just a few seconds so they kind of turn a little bit frothy. Frothy. And at that point, I will add a little cream of tartar. Tartar! And a little bit of salt. So I guess if I'm going to add the tartar, I should actually get it out. Haha! The cream of tartar. It doesn't taste very creamy, I'm telling you that. Go over
Eli
here.
says, would you ever try iguana?
Iguana? Sure. I'd try it. You know. If people eat them, normally, yeah, I would probably try it. But you know, I mean, if it's the equivalent of eating a New York sewer rat, well, probably I'm not gonna want to do it. I don't know if that's a critter that's consumed or not. If it is, I'll try it. Alright, it's getting there. It's definitely melted, starting to boil a little bit.
Eli said some people fry iguana legs like wings.
Oh, really? Yeah, I would guess that people eat them, but you don't see many iguana cooks here. You know, iguana cook-offs. You know, or you know, iguana burgers. They just, you know, they're not something you're gonna find in everyday worlds.
Natalie says, what is blue and not heavy?
What is blue and not what? Just please tell.
Light blue.
Light blue. Oh, ha, ha.
Jeff said he's eating elephant jerky from South Africa, aka biltong.
I had elephant jerky, I think. Wasn't it elephant? Wasn't elephant one of those that was in that? Somebody sent me
Maybe.
a
I
dozen
don't remember.
different types. Maybe elephant wasn't. Kangaroo.
There was a bunch.
There was a bunch. I think one of them was kangaroo. It wasn't elephant. It was kangaroo. But how was it? How was it? The one I had, the kangaroo one I had, it wasn't just kangaroo meat. It was a ground concoction, so it had beef in it too. Elephant jerky.
Eli says he's had ostrich. And Jeff says, love me some roux.
Roo. Roo. Okay, 200 and about 20. Getting there. Got another 20 degrees or so. It's going to take a few minutes for that water to start to evaporate out.
Jeff
That's okay.
says, LOL, the elephant tasted like Dumbo, LOL. That was good.
Very, very good. That's awesome. Better get my measuring devices. What did I do with
Eli
them?
said they have ostrich chariot races out there.
Ostrich chariot racing, huh? Oh, that's cool. Where are we at? I just want to kind of keep on top of it here. Does that one go all the way up to where I need it to? Yeah, it'll go to 390. 392? Okay, that's enough.
Ralph says, joke, why do basketballers always slip over? Why do basketballers always slip over?
I don't know.
Because they are dribble on the courts.
Oh. Speaking of slipping on courts, a very long time ago, down in Denver, I went to go see some wrestling matches. Used to all the time. And I was walking back into the arena area after getting some snacks. And kind of in front of me, but off to the side a little bit, there's this guy who's really, really drunk. And he had two of the big beers, and they were, I mean, full to the very top. And he's trying to be careful, and I happened to look down in front of him. I don't know why, but I did. And there was a little piece of a hot dog about that big. And I thought, well, he's going to step on that and fall. And one step later, he did. And it's like, well, you know, I kind of felt bad because I maybe could have reacted to that, but it just happened so quick. But he fell, and he fell hard, and there was two cops standing right there, and they got soaked. I mean, he absolutely, you know, because when he fell, the beers went everywhere, and they weren't very happy. That was a different kind of match tonight. The some of the wrestlers' planes were delayed, so the matches didn't start for about an hour and 15 minutes after it was supposed to start.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of people that had like drank way too much liquor, and some fights started breaking out. I was up kind of up, had a balcony sort of view, and there was one area that was loaded with folding chairs, and those are the ones that were seated right around the arena. And a fight broke out between a couple of guys in that folding chair area, and you know, chairs getting knocked over, and you know, pretty big ruckus starting. So a couple of cops went running up, you know, to stop it, and one of the cops caught a punch from one of the guys. I mean, it nailed him good, and then it was really on. Then the chairs really went flying.
Jeff says this is a joke. What's brown and rhymes with Snoop Dogg?
Please tell me.
Dr. Dre.
Ah.
Joshua's here.
Hey, Joshua. Happy Saturday, or Friday, I mean. I'm just making some simple syrup here. Okay, that's about right. So I'm going to get these egg whites, like I said, they're going to get a little frothy. I'm not sure how loud this would be if you've got headsets on, so just be warned. Here we go. Wouldn't be quite that bad if it wasn't for the fact that a small shooter bottle of liquor fell in the bowl one time when I was using the whisk, and it bent the crap out of it. Didn't break the bottle, which is good. Just want it kind of frothy here. Not quite frothy enough. That looks about right. This is looking good. Let me give this a quick tip check here. I don't want to get too much hotter than 140, or it's going to start getting a little harder than I want it to be. We are almost there. Okay, so we're going to add some salt and some, what you call it, crematada. I guess I better look at my notes just to make sure that I don't overdo it. Which one is it? I got a ton of notes in my book here. Here it is. Quarter teaspoon of the tartar and an 1/8 teaspoon of the salt. Alright. Bang and 1/8. quick check before I turn that back on. What is that doing in there? There's some kind of foreign object in there. Not anymore. Where are we at? That's good. No more. My spoon of tartar didn't quite make it all the way down. I'm going to have to push it in there. Okay. Okay, we're going to let that mix. It's going to take a few minutes, this part. That syrup over here. Almost done. Get this put away, I guess. Okay. I just gotta let these egg whites kind of whip into a nice stiff cake here. It's gonna take another minute. Say what?
Hashtag safety meeting.
Hashtag safety meeting. After I'm done messing with the hot syrup.
Natalie says if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I'm gonna have to wait. I can't hear you, and I'm gonna start drizzling in this hot syrup. This is going to cook that egg white. If I want to put a brown touch to the outside of the meringue, I'll just hit it with the torch. It's going to take a couple of minutes to kind of slowly drain this in. It's a little bit like add the oil to nail. A little drizzle at a time. I can tell this is working just beautifully. Getting a lot of volume. Tell you, my legs don't like standing here. Right now, don't. Hope you guys are doing okay with the volume on this thing. It's going to take another minute or two here. You want to go at about a medium width, medium speed when you're doing this. This is also, kind of close to how you would start a Swiss buttercream, kind of. In an odd way. They're related anyway. The big difference is you melt the sugar into the egg whites on a double boiler and then start whisking it. Got about halfway done on this. Sorry guys, but you can't rush perfection, I guess. Now let's just hope that it is perfection, huh? Yeah. Now, this is the point where I start to lose patience and pour a little quicker, but I'm not going to do that. Is you going good? This is looking a lot like marshmallow topping. Give you guys a look at it here in a second. We're almost done. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. That little at a time. There's not much else I can do. A few tablespoons left. How about that? I'll let that just finish draining out a little bit. Nice thick syrup. All right. So that's the end of that part, but I gotta let this continue to whip for another minute or so. Crank up the speed just a tad. Last thing, just half a teaspoon of vanilla. There it is. Swiss meringue. And you might not think that it would be hot enough to cook it, but this bowl is pretty warm considering that it was just drizzling that in. So, I want to let that whip for another couple of minutes. And we'll get it on top of the pie. And it'll be a done deal. Huh? Oh. A really nice lady by the name of Lisa, one of the associate directors
Yep.
of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Let's see if you can come a little bit closer here. Yeah. Slide this over. Gave us these cool mugs. Can you see them? Do I need to do that?
Oh, you're fine.
Neat, huh? They're big cups too, nice sized ones. Well, I thought that was pretty nice of her.
Yeah, it was. You know what I was saying? Natalie says if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Right where I'm at. I wouldn't change where I'm living for nothing.
Ralph says would have to be Kiwi Land. Carol said Rokan was fabulous. Jeff says he would live in a ghost town, working on refurbishing it and opening it back up as an abandoned gold mine. All with my wife and dogs.
Sure. Yeah.
And then he asked Ralph if he was a Kiwi. He worked with some chefs in Breckenridge in 1995 that were Kiwis, and those boys could throw down a party. Wow. LOL. Good times.
Okay.
Ralph says traveling the world is on his bucket list, but not sure if that would ever happen.
Can you see that? Can you see the meringue?
Yep.
Looks delicious.
It does.
Smells wonderful. And now I'm just going to start getting it on top of this pie. There's plenty of it.
Eli says, I started watching the Penguin series. I like it.
Ah, Penguin. Yeah, that was cool. I liked it too.
Ooh, that's going to be yummy.
Yeah, it is. It's just like, it's like marshmallow almost. The only thing is it's a little stiffer than your regular meringue because it's cooked. So it's just slightly harder to get it to move around. We'll take just a little bit of coaxing here. Better there than almost on the table.
Or the floor.
Or the floor, yeah. Okay. Get in there. Get this around the edge of that crust so it kind of seals it off. Oh yeah. This is looking mighty good. It only takes a second or two to coax it around. Okay. Finish getting out what's in there.
Jeff told Ralph, awesome, Ralph, you're welcome to come out here on a trip to Colorado, and we can meet up with old Guy and have a cook-off at a campsite.
That would be wonderful. I would really enjoy that.
Yep. That would be awesome.
Ralph and I have known each other on the internet for I don't know, at least 20 years.
20 or 25, something, I don't know. It's a long time.
So yeah, it would be fantastic to meet him in person.
Natalie says, I don't know if you're into Harry Potter, but Maggie Smith from Harry Potter died today. I seen that. She was pretty old. Looked like.
I was watching tell me if that doesn't remind you of Marshmallow Creek.
Yep.
It's almost got the same smooth
Yep.
texture. The other night, I was watching, I think it might have been one of the Tales from the Crypt movies. But the character's name, one of the characters' names in one of the stories was Harry Potter. Kind of weird. I mean, it had to do with magic and stuff like that. But it was way before the Harry Potter movies came out. I don't know the people that played in it enough to know who died, but that's too bad. Okay, well, geez, that's it, guys. Lemon meringue pie, start to finish. What have we got? Yeah, a little over an hour. I'm going to finish it off, I guess. I'll just put on this little bit of lemon zest on the top, just for a little decoration, a little garnish, if you were.
Jeff says I can't stay much longer. I'm eating my wife for dinner in about 30 minutes.
And I'm getting ready to call this one done and let y'all get to your Friday evenings. This pie is finished. I'll get it on my hand here.
Natalie says looks good. Might have to stop by for a slice.
Well, you're sure welcome to.
And Eli wants to know what's on the menu for tomorrow.
Tomorrow night's menu is Denver omelets with home fried potatoes.
That looks good.
It does. Mrs. Old Guy is going to be having some French toast and a ham slice. She doesn't do eggs that much, so that's okay. So, well, there is the lemon meringue pie. Char, I hope you approve. I hope you approve.
Too bad you're not here to try it.
That's right. But still, wish you a very very happy birthday, and tomorrow. Yes, happy birthday. And for everybody else, I hope I see you tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon, I guess, at my normal Saturday time. We'll do some omelets and we'll try a slice of this pie. I might even eat 2 pieces. Okay. Have a good night, everybody. Bye bye.